Alyssa
Alyssa
MerCunte.
MerCunte. That is how you say it, MerCunte, right?
Dead silence.
For sake of the I'm not going to say it.
I like to fuck her name up intentionally because I used to call her Alyssa Mercenti. I guess it's Melissa MerCunte. So I'm just going to call her
I like
Melissa
MerCunte better.
Yeah, MerCunte is a better name. Grummz are like, so do we want to pull those up? Should we show those?
Oh, we found the origin story of Alyssa, and somebody sent this to me. It's she used to write for her college paper, and we found out what radicalized her, and it was Call of Duty. Yeah, why not? Pull it up.
Pulling it up. This is her right here. Look at, she's cute there.
Yep. What happened?
She got woke. That's what happened. Over the top.
Ellen Page was cute at some point too.
This is back in 2010. What radicalized her was this Call of Duty article.
Yeah, it's on the third page.
Was it on the third page?
Yeah. And after reading, I can't blame her. You step into a Call of Duty lobby, you don't know what's going to happen.
True enough.
So I think when she talks about
chances are you're going to get called a cunt rag by a 12-year-old.
Or what was it?
Yeah.
Let's legalize marijuana. I agree with you, MerCunte. Where is it? Where is it at? Mass Effect 3. There's a Call of Duty article on here. I can't find it now, where she's basically bitching about people going, "Hey, baby."
Is it the Xbox?
She goes into the lobby.
No, not that one.
Xbox 360. Oh, this is Red Ring of Death, I think.
I thought it was on the third page. Could be wrong. Second or third.
There it is. This is it.
Yep.
Yeah, please stop harassing me about my gender. I'm trying to snipe you in the face. This is from April 27th, 2010. And she was straight then, too. I think she's queer now, isn't she?
Yeah, and there's a great line in that article where she says that, you know, if you scroll down a bit, I was reading it earlier. Something about, you know, oh, that's it. This is not a local brothel and we are not on the menu. But she puts herself on the menu later on her OnlyFans.
That's true. Yeah, she becomes a fucking OnlyFans model.
But yeah, so Call of Duty radicalized her. She had a bad lobby experience. But who hasn't had a bad lobby experience in Call of Duty?
I was told to kill myself multiple times in the day.
Damn.
You know, back in the day.
But hey, I guess, you know, I was wrong. She is a gamer and she could write guides because she's been playing back in 2010. That's Black Ops, right?
Yep, Black Ops.
So, anyways, it's just an interesting look in what changed and kind of the pivotal moments that formed her psyche.
But my biggest thing when I was looking at this is like before she was fully radicalized, she wasn't that bad looking. Now she looks wild and crazy.
Yeah,
that way of thinking
I don't think she
terrible
likes
things to you, man.
I don't think she likes men anymore either. I didn't catch that until I just pulled this up. Can a heterosexual girl of average build with a decent social life and minimal talent in the kitchen play video games and be left alone? I might make a video on this. Are you a lesbian? People are asking her. Or a prepubescent boy?
She is now.
Why aren't you in the kitchen? That's something I would have said back in the day.
You should be making me a
sandwich. You remember, what was it, Young Guns, when Jack Palance and the dude, I forget. Anyway, some woman ran up to them when they had them all like holed up in the house. And they were like, I'm trying to help. And Jack Palance says, maybe back in the tents, perhaps. In other words, you know what I mean? He's like saying, we'll run through you in the tents or whatever. But anyway, I'm just saying, back then you used to be able to tell sexist jokes and it was funny. If you
Sexist
remember
jokes
Young
are
Guns
still
at all.
funny.
Yeah.
It's still funny. It's society being assert about everything that's ruined.
You have to be over a certain age, I think, if you're a man, because they just expect it from like older dudes. The younger guys tend to be a little bit more afraid to go there. But back in the day, we remember what it was like to be able to do that stuff, man. It was all in good fun. And we would be the first ones to defend a woman too, by the way. The same ones who do the sexist jokes and stuff like that. We're the same ones who will help a woman on the side of the road if she's broken down or something. So
I don't know if I would stop and do that anymore, because did you hear that story about that woman? So some dude stopped and helped a woman who was broken down on the side of the road, and she told the police that he tried to rape her.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, like, why would you do that? First off, like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that just the credibility given to all these wild accusations has had the opposite effect of the intended. It hasn't made anyone better. It's just made them avoid each other, and it's just sad to see.
Well, I just got to say about sexist jokes. I mean, going off of a lot of people saying, Planet of the Apes is just full of lesbian scientists or whatever. It's like a 10-second scene where there's like a bunch of scientists, and I didn't even notice that most of them were women, except until like Culture Casino pointed it out. And I'm like, well, I guess the joke's on them. They're just saying that a bunch of lesbians destroyed the planet. Because we all know how this winds up. I mean,
one way to look at it. Yeah.
If that's what they want to run with, I guess. But no, it's nothing burger. But yeah.
There's two stories here. One, Alyssa MerCunte hitting up people's wives, smashed JT, and then also she was doxxed. So after she said, "Oh, hey, smash JT, I hit up your wife," somebody hit up her life and fucking doxed her. So I guess somebody was, unless she's making that up. Did she offer any proof that she was doxed?
She implied it in her tweet. She didn't even say she was doxed, right? She just said, "Hey, it's kind of crappy for someone to publish the address of a family member." And I have to say, if she was really doxed, why isn't this all over 4chan? Because they would have a field day with it, right? And so I don't know what to make of it. But she was definitely trying to drum up sympathy after people called her out for messaging the wife of this YouTuber Smash JT. And Smash JT tweeted at me, and I was like, "Oh, that kind of crosses a line there." And after that, she got utterly slammed. And after that, she said she was taking a break from Twitter, and then she dropped the doxing implication. But I haven't found anything that says any sort of usually you post something and say, "Look what this guy did," and you scrub out the information. There's nothing like that, and she doesn't even directly say it. It's an implication, and people picked it up and ran with it. I mean, first of all, don't do that. Don't dox people. That's a crappy thing to do. But second of all, I don't know where this story comes from. I guess you have to make a leap from the tweet and sort of infer it from that. But the timing, people are saying, looks kind of suspicious, because she was getting really, really called out for this move. And then she plays a huge victim card. She also made a tweet about, "Oh, I'll tell you what's wrong. Doxing is wrong. Making it, implying that we're married is wrong," and all this stuff, referencing my April Fool's joke. And so so there's that. And she was also changing her profile a lot. She would remove Kotaku from it and then re-added it, and apparently she was changing it every hour. Changing her profile every hour. And so people were thinking that this is just another attention ploy, basically. but I try not to talk about her, and don't go harass her. I always say that. She never says that about me, but don't go harass her. And I try not to talk about her, because I think that she wants it, and and that's not something that I think anyone should entertain. Um, but there you have it. I mean, that's kind of a bit much. It's all getting to be a bit much.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I wonder if she's lying and just trying to become a victim.
It can be a half truth. She could be referring to an incident that happened 6 months ago or back when she was writing for her college paper. There's no specifics out there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't think it's right, and I don't support doxing, but she it's hard to feel bad for her after the shit she pulled. And that that Games Workshop guy coming out talking about, some dude responded to her saying, and he's like a Warhammer artist, which is what made it even funnier. But he's coming out saying this is the right move. Find their mothers and their wives and string them up.
Oh yeah, he just replied to her tweet and was like, "This is it. We're gonna get everyone. We're gonna string them up. Their moms and their families." That was crazy. Crazy. Well, people have been sending me rumors about that guy, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I guess he had to issue a public apology on Twitter a number of years ago for because of he got Me Too'd, and there are allegations of improper behavior towards women at cons and stuff like that. And he published a big Me Too on his Twitter, is the rumor, but he later deleted it. So I don't know if any of that's true, but the things have gotten so crazy. So here's the timeline, right? So Alyssa goes after this guy's wife on Facebook, sends a message saying, "Hey, your husband, do you like your husband being a creepy stalker like this, et cetera, et cetera?" And then she decides she claims she's doxxed, and she takes off of Twitter. And then the next day or two, just last night, the Sweet Baby Detective Discord, Kabrutus's Discord, gets hacked. And
that's a topic, so we might as well just cover all that now.
Yeah. Well, sorry.
But go ahead. Keep going.
So, so Kabrutus gets hacked, and it's just this feeling of this escalation that's happening, right? Where I guess what happened was one of the moderators was compromised in their account, and the hacker used that account to go in and basically destroy a bunch of stuff. They collect receipts on DEI games and things like that, and social media posts and stuff like that. It was all deleted. Everything was deleted, and they knew exactly what to hit. They were looking around, and they banned a whole bunch of people. So they're unbanning people right now from Kabrutus' server. The mods haven't slept in like 30 hours. It's a lot of damage, and it can get a lot worse. It got a lot worse on GG1, right? Back in the day when this first culture war started up, and you had bomb threats being phoned in. You had swatting, or an attempted swatting. It's just getting, it's all the same stuff, and it's all happening again, and it's really, really worrisome to me.
Yeah, it does seem like it's going kind of down the same road. That was wild seeing that shit with Kabrutus. I'm glad they backed everything up, right? So it should all be back.
Yeah, I believe there are backups, and Kabrutus is probably busy right now. He's in Japan, so he's just waking up,
man.
Yeah, so I haven't looked back in, but I know they're just doing a lot of restoration damage control, and a couple of cybersecurity experts reached out to me, offering their services for free for best practices and stuff like that. So I'm going to introduce them and see if what comes of that. But yeah, I think anybody involved in the culture wars, you got to be prepared, because they really will do illegal stuff, right? And I think you should refresh your passwords. You should use two-factor authentication. You should take every reasonable step and make sure that you're not sharing passwords, and that you divide up the responsibilities of the roles to, anything you can, because it's gonna get rough, guys. It's just, I can see the writing on the wall, and they, and the joke death threats and the real death threats. It's just, swatting is next. Unfortunately, I think that's what's coming next.